investigators. Well, I know that Eddie already introduced me, but it won't be the same if I don't say this, so hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrew Fierstein, and I'm a cancer survivor. I've been relaying for 7 years now, and yes, I did just use relay as a verb. We all have our own reasons to relay. Perhaps a sibling, parent, grandparent, friend has battled, or perhaps we would just like to see a cancer-free future. I don't want to seem self-centered here, but I relay for myself. I relay for my own 12-year, 6 recurrence battle with cancer. I was first diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, bone cancer in my right arm in 1999, when I was 5 years old. My 6th birthday was my 2nd day of chemotherapy at Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City. My mother, father, and a laundry list of friends and family arranged my transport and supervision for the long hours in the hospital. Now, some people get confused here. The hours still only had 60 minutes, they just seemed a lot longer. 2 years later, my routine follow-up scans showed that the cancer had returned to my lung, which meant more chemo, more radiation, more surgery, and a new laptop for my parents. Keep losing my place, oh God. Fast forward another 2 years and deja vu. The cancer came back in my lung. This time the surgeon said the tumor was so close to my heart that he had to take a layer of my heart off the wall of my heart so that he could get it all. But don't worry, I still have enough space in there for all of you. This is getting tiring, but another 2 years later, it was back again. I had 2 ribs and part of my diaphragm removed, as well as the usual chemo and radiation. In order to save some time, let's fast forward 4 years, 2 recurrences in my brain, a few more surgeries, and a few more barrels of chemotherapy. Slacking. For those of you who have not been following the mental math aspect of my story, we started at the end of 1999, we went 2 years, 2 years, 2 years, and then 4 years, which brings us to 2009. Only 1 week before relay, I was released from the hospital after yet another brain surgery. But I was here leading the survivor lab. Last year, I had emergency surgery to drain fluid that was pushing on my brain only 2 days before relay. I was released only 1 hour before relay. I'm normally a pretty modest person, but come on, 48 hours after brain surgery, that's pretty amazing. Relay for Life deserves that kind of commitment. It is such an important event for so many reasons. The money raised at relays nationwide allows the American Cancer Society to do so many great things. Camp Adventure, a 1-week summer camp getaway, allows kids with cancer to forget about cancer for a week and just have fun. Hope Lodge provides housing for people who live far away from their treatment centers, allowing them to get vital treatments they would not otherwise be possible. Additionally, the American Cancer Society funds groundbreaking research that has led to the finding of new drugs and preventative guidelines. For example, the American Cancer Society's cancer prevention studies have helped to discover the link between smoking and cancer and obesity and cancer. And I personally have benefited from the chemotherapies that the American Cancer Society research has helped to develop. Lastly, and perhaps most profoundly, the Relay for Life brings a community together in pursuit of a common goal. Community is the most important thing in any battle with cancer. Having personally experienced the patient side of the struggle, I can say that having a good support system is vital. My friends and family have been by my side through my entire battle and have made sure that I've never felt alone. Having someone next to you to hold your hand and tell you it'll all be okay makes everything better. In North Shore, we have a very close-knit community. When I was in the hospital, the entire Hebrew school at North Country Reform Temple made me get well cards and sent me a new card every day so that I would always have get well wishes. Upon returning to Glenhead Elementary School after several weeks of absence, I can still remember seeing the 18-foot wide, 5-foot tall sign hanging from the roof of the building that read, "Welcome home, Andrew," and was signed by everyone in my grade. It was an amazing feeling, and that sign still hangs in my basement, and that feeling still makes me smile. As a community, we have come together tonight to have fun, to honor those who have battled cancer, to remember those who have lost their battles, to raise money, awareness, and to ensure a cancer-free future. I would like to thank everyone who has donated to today's relay. No donation is too small, and going into this event, we had raised over $100,000. I would like to thank my sponsors who have helped me to raise, and us to raise so much money. Allied Pediatrics, Grassroots Bakery, North Shore Honda, Barron Nissan, First National Bank of Long Island, Glenhead Pharmacy, Hotel Construction, Valley Trophies and Sports, and most significantly, Rally Acura, who do not just provide a monetary contribution, but fully embraced Relay. The workers at Rally Acura sold raffle tickets in their showroom and offered their showroom for Relay fundraisers, as well as got me into a pre-screening of the Avengers movie. Finally, I need to thank the people who have worked tirelessly to make this night a reality. Thank you, Darby and Leah, our North Shore High School chairs. Thank you, Joe and Lorraine, our community chairs. These dedicated people have done so many things behind the scenes that I cannot even attempt to recount. I would also like to thank all of our committee members, Alicia for planning our entertainment, the Falcone and Kozlo families for handwriting thousands of luminaria bags that line our track, Ms. Salat and the custodial and security staff for making sure the field was ready to go and safe. Tonight would not have happened without the hard work of these people. So please join me in giving a big round of applause to the North Shore Relay for Life chair people and executive committee members. Lastly, but certainly not least, I need to give a special recognition to our American Cancer Society staff partner, Eddie Meridian. Eddie, without you, there would be no relay. The most appropriate way to show you how much you mean to us here at North Shore Relay is to quote Kelly Clarkson saying that, "My life would suck without you." Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Well, just thank you, Andrew. I mean, he makes what I do sort of incidental, right? Before I introduce our two event co-chairs, I wanted to just say that if anybody who came in is a cancer survivor and would like to participate in our Survivor Lap, we do have some shirts up here. We do have shirts in the tent, but if not, we can get you the shirts. We would love to see you participate in our Survivor Lap, which will be starting in just a minute. I know I called you guys up very early, but usually I'm struggling to get people to listen to me, so I appreciate it. Quickly, I just wanted to introduce Joe and Lauren.